All right. How does fasting benefit you as a woman over 40? I want to share with you this tool. And as you hear this information, you will see or think about if you should or if you should not. This video is for you if you are a woman over 40 and you're in that pause space, and pause being perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. So the question is, how can we use nutrition to support us in this pause phase as far as fasting is concerned? And what does it do? Let me introduce myself to you. I am Robin, nutritionist for 16 years. I have been featured on headline news and countless other news outlets sharing words and wisdom about food and nutrition. I am an entrepreneur, founder of Necessary Nutrition, a mom, a wife, and also in the pause phase of life. So let's get into it and talk about fasting. And again, my intention is for you to listen to this and decide if fasting is for you and why it would be for you. There are so many benefits with regard to fasting, but some folks it just doesn't work for. So let's actually define what fasting is. It means you stop eating completely or nearly for a stretch of time. So that could usually be 12 hours, 24 hours, and you can do it for, a short amount of time or many days. And in some cases when you're fasting, you could be drinking nothing or just water, but the bottom line is you're not eating for an extended period of time. The benefits of fasting include, but are not limited to, blood sugar management. It has an anti-inflammatory effect. It supports our gut health. It helps us with our weight. And I'm specifically talking about us over the age of 40. So, with our weight, with our growth hormone production, which we need, I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and repairs our cells. With this growth hormone known as HGH, human growth hormone. It helps to maintain our body structure, our metabolism, and our blood sugar levels. For us, at this age, our blood sugar starts to play games with us, and we have to do all the necessary precautions and use the tools that are available for us. So when you are fasting, it helps to support the growth of or this production of this hormone, and this hormone then intel helps us to have a healthy blood sugar level. And the fasting also really helps to give our bodies a rest so that it can restore. I'm going to introduce you to a term, autophagy. And autophagy is a process that the cells break down and destroy abnormal cell waste and abnormal cells that are amongst them. And this breakdown really helps to recycle our cells and improve the function. And this can be activated through fasting. So the point is, when we're fasting, we have the opportunity to renew our cells, which help to renew our body. Giving our bodies the break from eating gives our bodies what it needs. However, you should not fast, or you should consult your doctor if you are pregnant and at this age, that's not most of us, or you have a history of an eating disorder, or you're taking medication to control your blood sugar, or you need medication to, or you need to take food with medication, right? So if you have a certain thyroid condition and you need that medication, you got to take it with food. That is something to consider. And then I'm repeating, if you are on insulin or taking medication to control your blood sugar, then you want to speak with your provider before going on a fast. All right, let's discuss the intermittent fasting is the best form of fasting. I'm going to move a little bit because I don't know, this is real life and my back was hurting. So, intermittent fasting is the act of switching through eating and not eating. And intermittent fasting can help us with weight loss and reverse cognitive decline in us women over 50. And it also can help us with menopause symptoms like insomnia, anxiety, and depression. There are plenty of benefits that support why intermittent fasting specifically is good for us. So let's talk about the different types of intermittent fasting. And then I'm going to share with you what I do. And this one on the screen is not the one I do. So with intermittent fasting, there's a part where you can eat a normal diet for one day and then completely fast the next, or have less than 500 calories. So one day you're eating normal, and then the next day you're not eating. I don't like that. And then there is called 5.2. You're eating normal for 5 days, and then for 2 days you go on a fast. Maybe. The one I use, but that didn't have anything to do with you, but this is what I choose, is that I'm eating basically within a window of 8 hours. So I eat my first meal around noon, my second one about 4, and my last one about 8. And sometimes it's 1, 5, and 9. But the point is that I'm eating 3 meals, but just in that particular window. What's important for all of us is to give our bodies at least 12 hours, even if you're not doing fasting, 12 hours of not eating. So when you go to bed, and it's best to refrain from eating 4 hours before bed, 3 or 4 hours, but 4 hours really well. So if you go to bed at 11, you would have your last meal at 7. And then you from 7, if that's when you stopped eating, you want to go at least 12 hours, period, no matter if you're fasting or not, without eating, to give your body, your digestive system, all of that a chance to do what it needs to do. So 12 hours is like non-negotiable unless you have some medical situation going on. But that 16 hours will then push you into the fasting state of being. And again, with us, as we age, we need as much tools as possible to help us through this thing called life. So the intermittent fasting, this pattern is one I use. And in our membership program, we help guide you through and give you all the resources to help figure out what's best for you. But I want to know, do you fast? So these are the questions I would love for you to answer. Do you fast regularly, or have you ever? How long? What are your thoughts? Just share your experience with fasting. I do intermittent fasting. Now, before I was in the pause phase, and when I was early in my nutrition career, I would always say, eat within an hour of waking up and eat several small meals a day. For us in this space, we have to do some shifting on what we're doing. So again, look into intermittent fasting, and then reach out to me if you need additional support on that. I do the intermittent fasting. It works for me. I feel better. My weight is stable, and it just does a whole host of things. We're here to guide you with that. And I work with women over 40 to help them mitigate symptoms and concerns related to the pause. If you need additional guidance and support, there's a couple of things. I have a membership community where that's what we do. That's what we work on. That's what we focus on. And in that, when you first become a member, we lay out your nutrition for you. So I would love for you to take a look at that and see if that makes sense for you. Also, I'm always having classes that are complimentary to give you more, because on these videos I'm doing 6 to 10 minutes general, but when I'm doing the live classes, if it's live, when you catch it, you can ask questions and get just more live feedback, and I'm more going into more detail in the classes. I always have a complimentary class available for you to take. So you can take that class that's going on right now. I'll put the information in the down bar, always complimentary, goes into more detail than I go here. And then when you are ready, if you are ready to really lock arms with me and the other experts that I connect with, then you can become a member of the Necessary Nutrition community. And I promise to take really good care of you. So I'm going to end this video, and I want to say again, look in the down bar, check out what it is, what it entails to be a member of Necessary Nutrition, but also you can sign up for that class that will give you very powerful information. And then lastly, If you found this information valuable, I'm always, always, always accepting of a cup of herbal tea, and you can buy me a cup of tea using the link in the down bar. All right, peace and blessings. This is Robin, nutritionist from Necessary Nutrition, and I hope that was useful for you. And I want to say eat well, think well, and be well. Until next time, I'll see you later.